Hey guys, I wonder if you've played Max Payne. A good viewer has made a request for me to create this vocabulary video lesson. We're going to explore some fun words together. Let's dive in.
I'd arrived in Sao Paulo a few weeks before. I was working a protection detail for the kind of people who need protection in a town like this. And what kind of town was this? One where I didn't speak the language and they didn't water down their drinks.
The people of this town did not water down their drinks. They did not dilute their drinks. They didn't add water or they didn't mix their drinks to make them softer. They like their drinks very strong
So for now, we seem to get along just fine.
because he also likes his drinks, his alcoholic beverages quite strong. He gets along with that kind of
Of
crowd.
course, that was about to change.
Hey, brother.
Hey,
How's the cocktail?
Scotch. I never mix my drinks.
Well, at least not on duty.
Something like that.
Man, that favela is big.
Yep. Nothing like the view of extreme poverty to make a penthouse cocktail party really swing.
To make something swing is to make it very successful, to make it a hit. So he is sarcastic there. He says this view of extreme poverty makes this cocktail party a hit, a big hit. There is that contrast, the juxtaposition of this ostentatious party and the view of extreme poverty. A good word that I could introduce here is abject, abject poverty, when people struggle even to make ends meet. So let's go over that expression one more time: to make something swing, to make this penthouse cocktail party swing.
I guess they call it trickle-down economics.
They call it trickle-down economics, and this concept has to do with rich people investing in businesses, and those businesses employing ordinary people so that they will also have a chance to make money. So that level of financial success could sort of trickle down to the layman, to the ordinary person, but that's no justification.
That's funny.
It's supposed to be a charity thing. Drink and give money. I don't know, something for the kids. Hey, listen, man, we better look lively. This place is a nightmare. They just got cowboys running security downstairs. Something rotten in the air.
There's something rotten in the air. Something awful, horrible is about to go down. Rotten. And pay attention to the way that in American English you pronounce that word rotten, rotten. And a situation where you believe has gone downhill, where people are completely corrupt, can be described using the phrase the rot set. So the rot has set or set in.
That didn't mean much. There was always something rotten in the air. The family we were protecting were local celebrities, rich parasites with delusions of humanity.
The family that he has been hired to protect, he believes, are delusional. They think they are charitable. He thinks that they are not. They are not philanthropic, truly, genuinely.
The kind of people who end up in glossy magazines or body bags.
Because they just want to be more famous. They want more attention. They want their photos printed on these glossy magazines. So he's very suspicious of this kind of attention-grabbing behavior.
Depending on how their luck runs. So where are they all? I see Rodrigo over there talking to that guy.
Yeah, I don't know him. That guy next to him, he's some kind of cop. I'm not sure. Serious, though. Big N cop, anti-gang sort of thing. I can't remember his name.
So who's this guy?
That guy's a plastic surgeon or some kind of surgeon. Tummy tucks and cock implants. Look at Marcel. Still dances like a fool.
Guess that's what a European education and a coke habit will do to Ricky Martin look-alike.
That's what a European education and a coke habit does to a Ricky Martin look-alike. Look-alike is a simple word, but you can make a lot of jokes using this word because it describes someone who looks just like someone else. They resemble in appearance to someone else. A coke habit, so he has a drug habit, drug taking habit, and a European education. So that's maybe a deadly combination that makes you dance like that. He doesn't like the way that that gentleman is.
It's very funny, Max. Oh, excuse me.
I was mostly working for Rodrigo Branco, a local businessman. Built things, did some charity, had things named after him, won awards, owned things, people. One of the trophies he had won was his wife, Fabiana. She was hot and wanted to be dangerous. Some good genes trying to fight their way out of a cesspit.
This is like a prize that essentially this gentleman has won, like in a competition. It's a trophy. She's a trophy wife.
She'd married well and was now at leisure to regret her good fortune. They got along as well as any rich workaholic and his younger airhead wife tend to get along. They most
Airhead describes someone who's not very sophisticated. They're a little, perhaps narrow-minded. They're a little ditzy. You know what I mean? They can't really think things through. They're not the type that you might associate with intellectual pursuits. So this is an airhead, an airhead.
mostly ignored each other. She spent a lot of time with his cokehead younger brother, Marcello. He was a good time guy if your idea of a good time was an expensive suit, a bottle of champagne.
Coquette describes someone who flirts with other people using their body language as well as their words, and they're always after attracting other people. They are very seductive. Sometimes in the past, they use this word to describe women who act a certain way in order to seduce men. Coquette, coquette. It's a good word.
Nothing between the ears. The middle brother, Victor, had just walked in. He was a local politician. Guy was smoother than an oil slick on an iceberg and about as toxic. The rest of the crowd, I didn't know, but I could imagine the types. People who know if they drink enough, they won't.
Another good word I could introduce here is suave. Suave. So he was smooth. He was smooth. He knew how to win people over. He was suave. I hope you've enjoyed this video lesson. Check out more example sentences in the description, and I'll catch you in the next video.